Lawman Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Hey, I was trying to play the little ventures because you look at this guitar and you go, hey, come on, that's got to be some kind of surf guitar, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what, this is a made in Japan Guyatone. Now, I will also tell you, this is the second one of these that we've had in the shop in the last 2 months. Now, this one, I told Brian, I said, I'm not even going to list it until we demo it, because the last one, usually I list them and then I bring them in for demos. Well, that other one, I put it up and it was gone in like a minute. So I said, all right, I really want to demo one of these. And I had one just exactly like this one, with one exception. I didn't have the original case, which I'll be showing you here in just a minute. But other than that, it's exactly like it. This is a 1967 Guyatone LG-150T. Now, I don't know what the LG and the 150 stand for, but I assume the T stands for tremolo. They had these in both a tremolo model and a non-tremolo model, so the non-tremolos would be the LG 150s. So they only made these guitars in 1967 and 68. We can't tell which year it is. There's no way to tell, but it's either 67 or 68. I'm calling it 67 just because. It's in, of course, bright red. It's all original, including the whammy bar, which of course had broken at some point in time, but try to find one of these to fit these guitars. They're impossible to find. So I'm leaving it on there. Just please be careful, or eventually the plastic's probably going to break off and then you'll just have this nice bar, which is okay too. But, you know, original tuners, original backplate, original everything. I mean, just the pickups are original. When I got it, this one pickup was kind of hanging down in there. Fortunately, I had the correct screw and grommet for these made in Japan pickups. It's always good to have parts when you're dealing with these old guitars. But I had one of those, so that's really the only thing I had to do. And it's missing the top of the volume pot thing that says, the tone pot, which would have said tone. So that's the only thing that's missing from this guitar, I'm happy to say. And you know what? You can probably live with that. Now, like on the other one, I think they don't show a Guyatone in the catalog. I was able to find one of these in the catalog, and it does not show Guyatone on the headstock. But yet there's some stuff up here that feels like it might have been a headstock logo at one time. So it could be someone put the wrong logo on it and the previous owner took it off, which I would have done as well, especially if it didn't belong on there. But these were made by Guyatone. They did not have the Guyatone logo on them. You could put one on there if you would so like. It's your guitar, you can do it. Frets are still in very good condition. They have a few pits in them, which I would expect. The guitar has been played, I'm happy to say, because you can usually tell ones that are loved, they've been played. But man, what a nice guitar. I mean, this is really during the period that these Japanese manufacturers were making guitars to compete with the Fenders and the Gibsons and all those of the day, and some of them were better than others. I will tell you, a lot of the Tiscos were more on the bottom end of the quality scale. The Guyatones were certainly more towards the top. I mean, this Guyatone, I could play this guitar all night. I would not have any trouble playing this guitar all night long, especially with the two pickups. Now, it does have a 25.5 scale neck, and it has a 1 11/16 inch nut on it, so it's going to feel very familiar to your Fender players out there that have been playing Stratocasters and Tellys. It's not as thick as a Telly, but it does feel a lot like my early 60s Fenders. Kind of a thin C profile on the neck. It feels really, really good. And, gosh, it's just an absolute pleasure to play because it just got super nice low action. There's still a little bit of room down here on your bridge. And check out this bridge. I mean, it is so cool. I've only seen it on this guitar. I've never seen it in any other Guyatone. It's got these roller pieces in here for your string to go back and forth, which is certainly going to help keep your guitar in tune as it gets detuned and tuned with the whammy bar. But it's very engineered looking. I mean, I would expect to see something like this more on a German Framus or something, as opposed to this Japanese guitar. It's just very, very it just looks very substantial, I guess is what I would say, and it's just very, very cool. Now, these pickups, I've only seen it in this guitar. Now, I'm not saying that they didn't make these pickups with a different cover on them. However, these seem very distinctive to me. I've not heard these before, and I really like them. I mean, they're very powerful. First of all, they're not thin. They're really not that microphonic. A lot of the made in Japan pickups become microphonic, and you can hear yourself breathing through them. So these do not do that. These are probably much better pickups than what we typically see on these Japanese guitars. But I'm on the neck. Let's hear some. The action is so low, it's almost, I was just playing a 12 string and the action was a lot higher. It's like, wow, this is really low. Oh, I wouldn't be normally playing jazz on a Japanese guitar, but boy, just that neck just sounds so good at pickup. Let's go to the middle. All the way to the back. This is some beautiful guitar. I have to say, this thing is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. However, I have even two more things to show you that you're just not going to believe that go with this guitar. When I got it, it was like, oh, come on, you got to be kidding me. It showed up in the original red, shiny gig bag. I mean, come on. You got to be kidding me. When I saw this, I go, no. And I have to say, it is the original gig bag because, first of all, to fit that guitar, I remember the last one, I put it in a hard case that had to be a square case. We didn't have the original case with it. And to have the original case, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Everything works. Of course, it's got a pocket. It's got the back strap. The handles are on here. I mean, how cool is this? I mean, you show up at the gig with this guitar case, and I guarantee you people, anyone who has anything to do with guitars is going to be hanging out going, what's in that? Because it looks so neat. So anyway, we got the original gig bag. Of course, the zipper works. Everything, absolutely everything works. But you know what? I was digging through the gig bag to make sure no one left anything in there. And sure enough, guess what else I found in there? Yes, we have the original Guyatone hang tag. Now, how do I know this is the original Guyatone hang tag? Well, first of all, it says Guyatone LG-150T, thank you very much, which is what that was. But then it says Y 37,800. Oh, that's 37,800 yen. This guitar was marketed and sold over in Japan, and somehow it came over to the States. It's got a barcode, so I mean, I'm not sure how long ago. Boy, oh, it must have been sold used. That's what it was. In 2018, it sold in Japan. That's what it was. Okay. I was going to say, why did it have a barcode? So anyway, not the original hang tag, but one that sold the guitar in 2018 with a barcode. Okay, so that makes me feel better. I said, you got to be kidding me. You even have the hang tag? I have kind of a hang tag from the time it was sold before it got to the United States. Very cool. So, hey, check it out. I mean, a 1967 bright fire engine red Guyatone, all original, with the all original shiny red gig bag and the almost old hang tag. It's very, very cool. 1967. It's awesome. Whoever grabs this is going to thank Lawman Mike very, very, very much. So check it and all of our really cool guitars out at www.lawmanguitars.com. Hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel that you're looking right now, and you will get 5, count them, 5 new demos every single month. Don't have to look for me. They'll just show up in your inbox. So make sure you hit subscribe. We've got tons of subscribers now. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all. I appreciate you all so very, very much.